It's a 12-10 ball game, 3:50 left in the half. Canton called the timeout there. 5 fouls on the Sockies, 3 on Canton, so neither team in the bonus in this situation. Sockies are 4 of 20 from the field, 1 of 9 from 3. Canton 4 of 16 and 3 of 7, and this is not the 9 o'clock game. But 10:30 is just probably early for them too, huh? Christmas vacation. Hope you've had an opportunity to spend some time with your family. Happy New Year to you as we get ready for the new season. And here comes Jack Palmer into the front court. Sockies in play again.
Priest throws a pass, picked off. Stolen away into the front court. Passmore on the run out. His runner-up is good. And a foul going to be called by the trailing official.
Palmer's going to pick up the foul, his first 16 foul. Count the bucket. And it's just lack of hustle. And I'm not talking about the players this time. Is that Miller on the court? I can't see the number.
This is Passmore.
Passmore with the bucket, his first 2. Free throw up, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and the Sockies win the scrum.
3:35 to play in the half, 14-10, the advantage for Canton. Thomas with the ball in the backcourt. Takes it across to Palmer. Palmer will work it to Priest on the wing right side. Priest patient with it there. Throws it out top to Thomas. On the left wing over to Petty. Inside Priest to Shaw. Patient, up, scores. He's got 6 of the Sockies 12. Makes it 14-12. 3:09 to play in the half on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
Sockies are hanging around.
Here's Palmer with a steal. Picks it off. Layup up is good as it bounced around and fell through. The game's tied at 14. 2:55 to play in the half. Here's Passmore. Works it out to Brandt. They run him off the three-point line. His runner-up no good. Rebound loose. Over the back is Smith for Canton.
Smith's going to pick up the foul, his first, team 4th or 5th, I do believe. 4th, I do believe. 2:46 left in the half. Priest had a little bit better position. Really not getting position on the boards, just trying to out-jump each other. First time we've been tied in the ball game here at 14. Sockies led 2-0, so we've had 1 lead change so far in the game.
The Sockies are aggressively going after rebounds, though. I will give them credit for that.
They look a lot more aggressive. It's got to make good passes.
Shaw, Palmer, down low to Thomas off the glass and in, and it's 16-14 Sockies. 2:28 to play in the half.
Second lead change.
In the backcourt, Miller with the basketball. He'll work it over to, is this Myers back into the game? I think it is.
Yeah.
Right wing all the way around to Miller. This is Luke Miller. Caught on the baseline, needs some help. He throws a pass that somehow finds an open man. The ball tipped and run down out front by Myers. Myers fakes, now drives. Kicks it in the corner. Ball tipped, run down there by Smith. Smith will try the move on the baseline. He travels. A blocking foul called. And
if he'd called to travel first, you wouldn't have had to call that foul. That'll be the 7th on the Sockies. Petty will pick up his 2nd, and the man traveled. They got caught in a 3-second situation that didn't get called earlier. The Sockies will send 5 new guys in. Smith to the line.
This is Smith.
Smith's got no points in the day. 1 for 7 from the free throw line, and that group of Sockies played very aggressively. So, Klatt, Van Winkle, Guthrie, Apps, and Tomei back into the game. Smith will shoot a pair. First one is up, and it's no good. Or shoot 1 and 1.
And the rebound down to Kent. Into the front court, Myers on the run out. Finds Smith from 10. It's off the mark. Rebound Guthrie with the board.
He's got 4.
Not many second chance opportunities for Canton here in the first half. 1:30 to play. 16-14 advantage for the Sockies. Tomei drives in. Works it across, and the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Pittsfield underneath.
I think Tomei could go up and make that layup, quite honestly. He's kind of got a step on that guy. Trying to make that cross the lane pass. Apps will be the inbound man. 1:23 left in half. Sockies with a 16-14 lead, looking for their biggest lead.
Guthrie out the glass. This shot just has been off today. Rebound tipped, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sockies.
Yep. Apps was hustling after it, though. You know, when you don't know, hustle after the ball every time.
You never look foolish hustling, do you?
You always look like you're wanting to play, and the coach notices that every single time.
Apps, Klatt, Guthrie, Tomei, Van Winkle, the 5 right now for the Sockies with 1:18 to play in the second quarter. Here's a pass. Tomei threw it up and threw it away. Brandt with the steal. He'll drive in, dish it off down low. Shot up is good. Good find to Myers. And the game's tied at 16. 1:07 to play in the half. Apps with the basketball. Inbounds to Tom Have. The sophomore guards will look to bring it up for Pittsfield with a minute to play in the second quarter. Tom Have trying to take his man off the dribble. He loses his footing, and he turns it over again.
6 turnover against the Sakis.
And then he fouls in the backcourt.
Now Tom Have will pick up the foul. You cannot, he's got his second, 8th team foul. You just can't lose your head in that situation. You know, you're going to make a few mistakes. It's going to happen.
Palmer going to check in, and Tom Have will sit down with that second foul.
I am still, okay, there's the shooter, and that's Miller. Palmer into the game. Tom Have sits down. Coach Plattner will have a little visit with him. Miller's got 3 on the day, and he misses the free throw, and the rebound comes up to Guthrie, his 5th, and the free throws are awful for Canton. They're 1 of 9.
Into the front court, Palmer, game tied at 16. Van Winkle back to Palmer, inside Guthrie. Guthrie rises, shoots, and scores. Good ball movement.
There he found it. He's got 2.
Makes it 18-16. 30 seconds to play in the half. Of course, Will was sick yesterday, so you never know how his legs are today, number 1. And number 2, this shooting background's different.
Yeah, you got to use that backboard. That's the big thing for all of them. Remember to use the backboard.
It's 18-16, the lead for the Sakis. Klatt, the freshman, out there playing the defense against Myers. He'll kick it left side. 3 ball on the way is good by Miller from the corner. 2 seconds. 1. Apps will heave it the other way. It is no good. Wouldn't have counted anyway. And it's halftime. 19-18. Canton has the 1-point lead now at the halftime break over the Sakis. We'll take a look at halftime statistics and more coming your way after this.
At Country Financial, we know everyone's situation is unique, and we believe that even the biggest goals start with simple steps. So when it comes to protecting the things you love and planning for the future, don't get overwhelmed. Get started today with John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent in Camp Point, Illinois. That's John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent. Call 217-593-6819. John Hibbert, Country Financial, 217-593-6819. When you or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini Express is a walk-in clinic located on the south side of the Pittsfield Square and is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. $75 is the charge and can be billed to your insurance. Children must be at least 18 months old. Illini Express opens 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and on major holidays 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Illini Express, a partner of Illini Community Hospital in Pittsfield. In farming, there are many important decisions that must be made in order to get the most profitability out of your investment. No decision is more important than selecting the best seed for your fields. Jansen Seed and Service in Golden is the place to go for all your channel seed needs. Doug Jansen has over 30 years experience as an independent seed dealer. Giving him the knowledge to select the right seed for your field, contact Jansen Seed and Services today, 217-696-4658 or 430-2865.
Welcome back at halftime. It's a 19-18 lead for Canton over Pittsfield. It was a 9-5 Canton lead at the end of the first quarter, so the Sakis actually outscored the Little Giants 13-10 in the second quarter to cut it down to a 1-point game. We've had 3 lead changes in the contest. The Sakis have led by as many as, 2 in the game, and Canton's had a lead by as many as 7, it looks like, in this contest, so they led 9-2. Turnovers, just 6 for Pittsfield. That's a good number for the Sakis. 3 for Canton. And then the fouling situation looks like this. 8 team fouls against the Sakis. 2 apiece on Tom Have and Petty. And then a single foul on McKinnon, Palmer, Shaw, and Guthrie. On the other side, Canton whistled for 5 team fouls. 2 of those on Caleb Owens. And then a single foul in the first half on Emery. And Jake Smith also has 2 fouls in the first half of play. 19-18, Canton on top of Pittsfield at the halftime break. A timeout here. Jack will take a look at individual scoring and team shooting statistics after this.
Of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the area. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters, first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and communities? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today. Press Yours On You is celebrating 13 years as your source for school spirit wear. They can personalize varsity jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, duffel bags, flags, and more. Show your school pride with a bumper sticker or window decal from Press Yours On You. Visit their online store at www.pressyoursonu.com or visit them on Facebook. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Call 593-6031.
19-18, Canton with the lead here at halftime. Sockies are enjoying a 21-14 rebounding edge. You'll see why when you see shooting percentages. It was 9-5 Canton after one quarter. In fact, the Sockies scored the first two and then fell behind 9-2 in the ball game. And the Sockies are 8 of 26, 30.7%, 1 of 9 from the three-point line, 11%, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Canton is 7 for 21 from the field, 4 of 9 from three-point land for 44%. 1 of 9 from the free throw line at 11%, and 3 turnovers versus 6 for Canton and the Sockies. Scoring in the first half, Isaac Shaw had 6 points, 2 for Will Guthrie, 1 for Noah Petty, a 3 for Kay Tomhave, 2 for Jack Palmer. Griffin Van Winkle had 2, and Jonathan the difference, and they're hanging right in there with Canton. And if they can just not get some shots to fall, use the backboard a little bit and control the tempo and not throw the ball away, they can get right back in this one and take the lead. We've had 3 lead changes in the ball game, tied at 14-16, but right now it's Canton 19-18 over the Sockies. We take a break. Second half play-by-play comes your way after these.
Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain. Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, a branch of United Community Bank, wants to be your bank. Their friendly and helpful staff enjoys working with customers to give them the best banking experience possible. They're a full-service bank offering savings, checking, CDs, IRAs, and now offering mobile banking where you can bank from your smartphone. They can handle all your borrowing needs, whether it's home, auto, commercial, or agricultural loans. Contact Farmers State Bank at 217-593-7756. We want to be your bank. Member FDIC. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Welcome back on the broadcast on Central Illinois Sports. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast today from the Macomb Western Holiday Boys Basketball Tournament. They have about 8 games scheduled today. This is the second game. We'll be here for 2 more after this one. 2:30, it'll be Liberty and Lewiston. Then at 9:30 p.m., that is Central Standard Time, it'll be Camp Point Central and Farmington.
Charlie, you and John have got Central Illinois Sports going here with the broadcast and the video. If people would like to be an advertiser for for the rest of this tournament, the Winchester tournament and other places, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, give us a call, 473-6290, or reach out to us on Facebook. We'd be glad to talk with you about how easy it is and how it can help your business reach an audience that is very engaged in a lot of area high school athletics. And this contest today for the Sockies, they're playing a little different style. They're getting some shots up. What do we say, 26 shots in the first half?
26 shots in the first half. They've outshot Canton by 6 shots.
So they've gotten a lot of shots off in the game. They've scored 18 points, so still not a huge scoring output. Only 1 of 9 from 3 are the Sockies to start the day.
No, but they got about as many points as they scored yesterday.
This is very true. But I like the way they're rebounding. They're being very aggressive there. And the fact that Canton's not shooting very well from the free throw line, 1 of 9, has not hurt either.
When you think about the lowest point totals in 2 games, I think it was like 40-some points.
48, I do believe.
48, so the Sockies got a little work to do. Rock Falls had 48, or they only allowed 48, so it's important for the Sockies to get out here and get a win over this Canton squad and get some things rolling into the new year.
Yeah, I think it was Illini Central, if memory serves me correctly, although the record
45.
The old record page on the holidaybasketball.com site is taking a hit since
Chris
Smith was
they
here.
Still tell you to get a hold of Chris Smith, and that's not true.
It'll be Socky basketball. They start with Palmer, Petty, Van Winkle, Shaw, and Thomas in the second half. As the Sockies have not only rotated 5 for 5, they've been switching up those rotations as well. And it will be Van Winkle in the corner to Shaw. They look to Palmer, out top to Thomas, looking down low. Petty turns, shoots, missed it short, gets his own rebound, puts it back up. Shot won't go through, and the rebound comes down to Jake Smith for Canton. Petty has gotten some good looks, just has not been able to get him to fall inside today.
That last one he put up with a little bit more authority.
He missed the first one short and then the last one long, so looking for that right in between. Just like Goldilocks. Here's Brandt, drives in, gets it to Smith. Smith from 6 is good, and it's 21-18 Canton on top with 7:20 to play in the third.
Smith's first 2 points of the ball game.
Palmer looks to the sideline for the play call. He'll throw it out top to Shaw. Shaw turns and faces as the Sockies run the flex offense. Free throw line to Thomas. Now Van Winkle looking for an opening. Looks for a back door. Wasn't open. Now Van Winkle loses his footing and steps out of bounds. Turnover on Pittsfield.
Yeah, Griffin's got to be a little stronger with the ball right now. He just, once the aggressiveness comes up there, he kind of gets knocked around a little bit.
Just under 7 minutes to play in this third quarter. 21-18 Canton with a 3-point lead, and now the basketball. Miller.
7th turnover on the Sockies.
Miller into the front court, finds Brandt, top of the key, turns down the 3. He'll work it over to Miller, now to Owens, to Miller in the corner. He will dribble it out front as they kind of reshape their offense against the 2-1-2 zone of Pittsfield. Skip pass right side. Goes to Owens, to Miller. Left side, Brandt. Good look, 3-ball on the way. No good. A rebound is secured by Van Winkle. Outlet pass goes to Palmer. 6:29 to play in the third. Into the front court, Shaw. Down to Petty. Petty runner up too hard. Rebound fought for. Thomas gets an offensive board to Palmer for a 3 is short. And the rebound will be run down by Passmore for Canton. Passmore will take it into the front court on the bounce. 6:13 to play in the third. You heard the bell ring. That means the Sockies have a new 5 coming in. It's kind of like the Royal Rumble right now. New couple of guys every couple minutes. Left side, Passmore. 3-ball on the way, good. He can get hot from downtown, as we saw yesterday. Trey Passmore with the tray. And makes
5.
It 24-18 Canton. 5:55 to play in the third on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Tom Have, Klatt, Apps, Guthrie, and Priest will check in here in a moment. Here's Petty, going to go to work. Shot up, counted, and he's fouled. There's the move the Sockies have been looking for.
Attaboy, Noah.
And Petty with an and-one opportunity here.
That's what we like to see out of the young man. What a fine young man Noah Petty is, and he put that one in, and 4 of the 5 will come in.
Well, we were talking to a guy yesterday, Jack, who I don't claim knows a lot about basketball, but he says, you look at Noah Petty, he looks like a kid who should just dominate down there, doesn't he?
Yeah, that guy doesn't know a lot about basketball. Great football player, though. Free throw up by Petty, too long. Ball still loose, and finally comes away to Passmore, who double dribbled and didn't get called for it.
Brandt will take it into the front court for the Little Giants. 5:34 to play in the third. Passmore Double team comes his way. He'll work out of it to Miller. Down low to Smith. Smith will kick it out right wing. Here's Brandt for a three. Little inside out game by Canton. Shot no good. Offensive rebound though by Miller, as the Sockies didn't box out collectively there.
That one hurts.
Passmore with the basketball. 5:15 to play in the third. You know, there would be some that would tell you it's actually easier to get offensive rebounds against a zone.
Well, and the three-point shot really changes the boxing out situation.
Here's a drive to the basket. Kick out into the corner. Left side Passmore three. It hits the top of the backboard. Seth Petty would have been envious of that shot.
Yeah.
4:55 to play in the third. Down low. Guthrie going to muscle up. Shot good. Will with another two.
He's got 4.
Makes it 24-22. Sockies fighting back again. 4:45 to play in the third. Down to a 2-point game. With the basketball is Miller. Double team comes his way. Works it out to Miller. Excuse me, that was from Owens. Now in the paint, Brandt. Brandt and everybody left to Maloney. Put up a little one-hander. No good. Rebound down to Noah Petty. He says, get off of me. And I like that aggressiveness out of Petty.
Noah Petty with a strong rebound that time. His third or fourth of the ball game, had an offensive one too, and who was the foul on?
Smith, his third.
Yeah, Smith's going to pick up another, so they're going to lose that big man underneath. Their second foul of the second half. Sockies have not fouled in the second half. 4:31 left third quarter. Sockies shoot for a tie or the lead. We were tied at 14 and 16.
There's nothing wrong with playing with a little bit of an edge. You don't have to be nice.
No.
Here's Priest with the ball. Got knocked away. Got it back. Put up a shot. No good. Rebound fought for. Guthrie grabs it. His shot blocked. And the rebound this time comes down to Owens. Owens full speed ahead into the front court. Kicks it out left side. Passmore. Passmore baseline. Down low. Wide open man underneath. Up and good for, who is that, Jack? Doug Cannon, who's into the game. Cannon's a 6'4 senior. His first trip to the court. 4 minutes to play third quarter. 26-22. The lead back out to 4 for the Canton Little Giants. Apps with the basketball right wing. Off of the Guthrie screen. Might have been a moving one. Apps free throw line. Has picked it up. Works out between the circles to Priest. He's having a little trouble. It's hanging on to the ball right now. Looks for an opening. Top of the key, Klatt. Down low, Guthrie. Guthrie underneath. Shop it up. Good again. Nice find.
Pass. Nice shot. He's got 6.
3:35 to play in the third. Again, down to a 2-point game. In the middle of the floor, Owens with the basketball. Drives the lane. Shot up no good, but fouled. And he'll shoot 2 shots.
Play defense that time and get the stop instead of letting the little man drive in against your 2 big guys. And then you ended up having to foul him. He'll call that on what, Guthrie?
Tom Have.
Tom Have's going to pick up his third then. First team foul. Free throw, 1 of 11 so far for this squad. Make them 2 of 12 now, and they'll get another. That free throw by Owens. He's got 4 in the contest, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Makes it a 27-24 game. Second one up also good, and the Sockies will have wholesale changes here.
Shaw, Petty, Thomas, Palmer into the game. They will leave Apps out there. Or will they? No, they'll leave Guthrie on the court. Big lineup right now.
Yeah, now they got 3 big guys down there. And a couple of guards are going to have to take care of the basketball.
3:27 to play in the third. 28-24, Canton on top of Pittsfield. Palmer with the basketball to Guthrie left wing. Looks on the dribble. Now down low, finds Shaw into Petty. Passes a little long. It finds its way back out to Thomas. To Guthrie, top of the key. He'll work on the dribble. Gets the screen from Shaw. Right wing Thomas to Palmer in the corner. Man with his hands on him. 3:03 to play in the third. Looking for an opening. That might have been a moving screen by Petty. Here's a pull-up shot by Palmer. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Pittsfield underneath.
Tell you what, Noah Petty's got a little different attitude out there right now. You can just tell he's got a little fire in his eyes.
Palmer to inbound. Looks for an opening. They're trying to get through the screens. Noah Petty might have run through a screen there. Here's a shot put up by Shaw, no good.
He's fouled. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. Shaw was aggressive to the basket also. And
Petty came across trying to run through a screen and just threw the guy to the bench.
Well, there's a couple of those guys that had that happen. 28-24. Shaw will shoot a pair. Foul, will tell you, is against Cannon. First one by Shaw, no good. And the big guy's got to make some free throws here.
Comes Miller into the game. He replaces Miller.
Well,
Luke for Caleb.
That's because he's going to go over and get his teeth put back in after that pick. Second one up by the lefty Shaw. A little bit more of a touch, but it won't fall. Rebound comes off to Canton the other way. Free throws are not anybody's friend right now.
28-24 Canton, 2:45 to play in the third. Miller with the basketball. Owens, I should say, to Brandt left side. Back out to Owens. Owens looks to penetrate against the zone to Brandt. Left side, 3-ball on the way. Good look, and he knocks it down. 31-24, 2:30 to play in the third. Tying their biggest lead of the contest right now. Brandt with another 3. Here's a ball tipped out of bounds. It will. The man was standing on the sideline, but they won't call that, and it'll be a turnover on the Sockets, and they'll take a timeout. We'll pause as well. 2:27 to play in the third. 31-24. Canton on top. Back with you after this.
Geared Up is your local choice for custom apparel and awards. No matter the season, sport, or event, we've got the gear to make it a success. Ask us about our fundraising program, available to all schools, businesses, and community organizations. Check us out online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up, custom apparel, and awards.
2:27 left third quarter, 31-24. Canton with a 7-point lead now. That ties their biggest of the ball game, where they led 9-2 at one time. Now the Sockies got their work cut out for them because they just turned the ball over, and it'll be Canton basketball. Scott Bacon goes down and checks all the statistics from the official scorer each time. He's just like a hawk down there, boy. He's just watching everything, isn't he?
Hope he found his coffee cup.
Did he lose his coffee cup?
Yeah, he lost it.
Was it the one he left up there the other yesterday?
Yep.
Well, somebody just look for one with a Socky head on it. That's his pay for being an assistant coach.
Might check Todd Plattner's satchel, too. 2:27 to play in the third. 31-24 advantage Canton, their largest lead of the basketball game, and they'll have the basketball after the timeout, after the turnover. Pass goes on the sideline to Luke Miller. There's a dangerous pass out front to Owens. Owens, left side. Luke Miller now fires the 3. It's no good. But an offensive rebound down to the big man, Cannon. Here's the 3 put up on the other side, won't fall, and Guthrie grabs the board.
His 5th.
Sockies with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter, trying to cut it closer, down by 7. Thomas to Palmer. Palmer left side finds Priest. Priest holds the ball there. Looks out top to Shaw. Shaw will dish it off on the right wing to Palmer. Palmer to Shaw inside. Ball knocked loose and turned over. Into the front court with it is Miller. Check this is Owens. Owens on the put up, no good. Rebound again to Guthrie.
His 6th.
He's trying to get it to a guard. Does so to Thomas. 1:30 to play in the third. 31-24 the advantage for Canton. The Sockies with just 6 points here in the quarter. And they've given up 12.
Crowded there at the official scorer's bench.
Out top with it is Thomas. He'll drive the lane. Little runner up right hand, no good. Rebound tipped and pulled in by Canton. Into the front court. Brandt's all alone down there. He'll go up for the left-handed layup, and it's good. And makes it a 9-point advantage for Canton with 1:05 to play in the third.
He's got 11.
Palmer with the basketball in the backcourt. Avoids the double team on the pass to Thomas. Thomas will throw it out to Guthrie. Down low Shaw. Shaw fakes the man off of his feet. Shot up is good. And 1.
Good job by Shaw getting the man up. He makes another bucket. He's got 8, and he'll get the and 1. Foul on Cannon, his 2nd. Team 4th.
Klatt and Apps into the game. They sit down Palmer and Priest.
Guthrie's been standing a little longer now because he really adds to the offense. I like the way Shaw always looks for that post guy down low. He's looking for that pass. Isaac puts the free throw up, and it is no good. And the rebound by Guthrie. He back up with it, and it's good. Nice job by Guthrie on the offensive board.
Where there's a will, there's a way. 47 seconds to play in the third. Ball picked off by Klatt now. Keeps it alive to Guthrie. Into the front court. Shaw to Thomas. Right back to Shaw. Left-hand runner is good, and he's fouled.
The and 1 coming for Shaw again. He's got 10, and suddenly the Sockies are down by 3. Nice pass that time by Thomas on the old give and go back to Shaw. And Shaw is really showing some aggressiveness that we haven't seen in a while.
Cade Tomhabe sitting at the bench. He wants to come in for the shooter. He was just trying to come in for the shooter the last time, but Shaw missed the free throw, so he's still sitting down there.
Shaw said, if I miss this one, you get to sit. It's kind of a 50-50 here. 33-30 in favor of Canton. Free throw up, and Shaw wants to sit down for a little while. Makes it, and he's got 11.
33-31, 40 seconds to play in the third. See if the Sockies can get a stop here at the end of a quarter. Passmore throws it into Smith. Back to Passmore. Passmore bounce pass to Miller. Still yet to cross the half-court line. Now Passmore does take it across. Double team comes his way. He'll work it near the sideline right side to Myers. Back out between the circles. This is Passmore. 25 ticks to play in the third.
Saki's in a man.
33-31 the advantage for Canton. They'll also get the basketball to start the final quarter. So the Sakis really need to stop here. Miller against Tom Have. Tom Have has 3 fouls. 10 seconds to play in the third. So he's got to be a little bit careful here. Now he gets screened. Miller still on the dribble. Drives in, down low, tried to find the big man. He couldn't catch it. Ball comes free to Passmore. Fires a 3. No good. And the Sakis going to stop at the buzzer and trail by 2 after 3 quarters. 33-31. Canton on top of Pittsfield. Back with fourth quarter play-by-play after this.
As the year starts to come to an end and families enjoy more time indoors, Cascom realizes you need reliable internet, great television, and a reliable home phone service. So from now until the end of the year, Cascom will be offering an amazing deal on its triple play bundle services. Call today and get internet, Broadvision TV, and VoIP phone for only $99 a month for 6 full months. Call us today at 1-800-252-1799. No contracts or install fees. Some restrictions may apply.
Well, the Sakis got down by 9, but a 7-0 run to end the quarter have cut it down to a 2-point game, 33-31, as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. And a big stop there on the last possession of the third.
Sakis are shooting 33%, 14 of 42, 1 for 12 from the arc, 2 of 7 from the free throw line. On the other side, 3 of 14 from the free throw line for Canton for 21%, 6 of 13 from the arc, 46%, 12 of 30 from the floor all over, and they're shooting 30%. Sakis are doing a better job on the rebounding side of things. And Edwardsville beating Quincy now 48-41. Edwardsville just with a couple of wins, and Quincy not with many more than that. It'll be Canton basketball as we head to the fourth quarter. Sakis down by 2, need to pick the defense up and get another couple of turnovers.
Passmore with the basketball, guarded hard by Palmer.
Ooh.
He works it off on the right side. That is to, I can't see the number on the young man, I apologize. Just a long way away. Emery had it. Back to Passmore, 3 no good. Rebound put up, no fall. Rebound this time down to Thomas for the Sakis. A chance to tie or take the lead. They've got Palmer, Tom Have, Thomas, along with Guthrie and Shaw. Out front with the basketball, Palmer.
2 hands on the man, no foul called.
To Tom Have. Looking down low, now to Guthrie at the free throw line. Into Shaw, ball knocked loose by Smith and stolen away. 10th turnover by the Sakis. Into the front court, Miller on the bounce for Canton. 7:13 to play, 33-31, Little Giants on top. Passmore gets the screen from the man, going to try to drive it against Guthrie. Little runner-up is an ugly shot, no good, and Guthrie grabs the board.
7.
To Palmer, wants to push, has a 3-on-3. Stutter, dribble, spin move is fouled as he got a little bit bailed out there, and they'll say he was shooting.
Yep, Palmer's going to go to the free throw line, caught a little break there.
Must have been shooting with his left hand.
Foul's going to go against Miller. That's his first 16 foul. Sakis have only fouled 1 time in the second half. Palmer's a little bit better guy to have at the free throw line, hopefully. And Jack's got 2 points in the day. He could tie us up here with a couple of free throws. First one up and good. Out away Jack. And it's a 33-32 game. We were tied at 16-14 or 14-16, whichever way you want to look at it. Palmer looking for his 4th point and our 3rd tie of the game. It is up and good. 6:59 left. We're knotted at 33.
It's a 9-0 run by the Sakis. Just under 7 minutes to play. Can they maintain the momentum right now?
Need to get that other line in there pretty soon. Keep them fresh.
About 50 seconds. I bet you that'll be true. Here is Miller with the ball to Passmore. Turns down the 3 back to Owens. Owens with the ball on the dribble out front. 6:43 to play. Game knotted at 33 in this consolation quarterfinal. Looking for the pick and roll to Brandt. Brandt down low, Smith. Smith going to try to muscle up. Shot no good, but found from behind by Shaw, I do believe. Let's wait and see.
Shaw or Guthrie?
Shaw.
Yep, they're going to call it on Shaw. His second, team second in the second half. 2 free throws for Canton with her, 3 for 14. Smith from the free throw line hasn't been good and misses another. Trying to help him all I can. He's 0 for 3 from there. 3 of 15 now from the free throw line for Canton in a tie ball game at 33. No lead change if he makes this one. Second one up is good. Smith on the day with 3 points.
34-33, the lead for the Little Giants with 6:30 to play. On the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen for your residential and commercial trash pickup needs. Check them out on Facebook, serving the entire area. Guthrie, right side Palmer. Palmer looking for Tom Have out front. Couldn't get open for the 3. Dribble drive, kicks it out left side Thomas. Thomas with the basketball, wants to reshape the offense. Needs a little help, gets it to Tom Have. Gets free for a second, rises, shoots, lets it fly, no good. A rebound on the play down to Smith for Canton. Clears the ball to Miller. 6 minutes to play in this one. 34-33 the lead for Canton on top of Pittsfield. Owens with the basketball for the Little Giants. Looks left side to Passmore. Free throw line, Smith back to Passmore. Got to get up and guard him hard on the perimeter. He'll fire a three now off the screen. Rattles in and out, no good. Guthrie another board.
8.
Outlet pass to Tomhave. Tomhave swings it across to Palmer. Palmer going to try to take his man off the dribble. To Thomas, right back to Palmer. Sockies have not been good from three. What are they, 1 for something?
1 for 12.
That's not good.
That
right
means you
side,
want to keep shooting them.
Yep, right side Shaw. In the corner it goes to Palmer for three. No good on an air ball. And the rebound down to Brandt.
Got to have a better look than that, though.
1 for 13 now. Passmore with the basketball. Out top to Miller. Miller on a drive in. Shot up good, and he's fouled.
Thought he traveled on the first step.
This is Owens, excuse me.
But Guthrie's going to pick up the foul, correct?
Guthrie's foul, up his second.
And that was Owens, you say?
This was Owens, yes.
He's got 7. Makes it a 36-33 lead, a 3-0 run. And the and one, 4 of 16 from the free throw line, make him 5 for 17 on the day now. Owens now with 8.
Lead back to 4 for Canton. 5:13 remaining. 37-33. Sockies need to find a little momentum again here. Palmer hands the ball off to Shaw. Shaw looked back door, wasn't open to Priest on the left wing. Looks for an opening down low. Now dishes in the middle to Palmer. Palmer back out to Thomas. Thomas to Shaw, left wing. To Palmer on the left side. Wants the screen from Shaw. Wants to look a little pick and roll game. Now has to clear it back out to Thomas. Right wing, Priest. 4:45 to play. Sockies trail by 4. Shaw down to Palmer. Kicks it out. Thomas. Right side three. Good from downtown. And the Sockies will get a quick timeout. JT connects from a long distance. 37-36. 4:37 to play. Sockies trail by a point. We're back with you in 30 seconds.
On the farm, right in the middle of harvest, there's nobody watching. No audience, no crowd. The only bright lights beam from a combine. They're not pointing at you. All that's here is a field. It may not look like a place of glory, but there's still a winner. There's still a score. For many farmers who planted Golden Harvest seed this year, victory is about to set in. Contact Golden Harvest Seed Advisor Steve Farlow now for the seed to make every acre count. Golden Harvest and Steve Farlow are proud to help sponsor Central Panther football.
37-36 Canton after the three-pointer by Jonathan Thomas. A big shot there. And Socky faithful are hoping for the Sockies to get a stop here. 6 turnovers on Canton, 10 on Pittsfield. So turnovers not really the big problem today. Now the Sockies full court pressure against Canton.
Bounce pass comes into Smith. Stolen away by Palmer. Layup up is no good. He missed it. Missed it point blank. Gets it back. Then he nearly throws it away. Gets it back in the corner. Holy cow. Right side, Priest, 4-3, no good. Good look when it fall. The Sockies miss an opportunity there to take a lead.
Nothing wrong with that shot.
No, nothing wrong with the shot from Priest at all.
Coach Plattner's got his hand on his head right now, rubbing what little hair's left.
The layup by Palmer, he wishes he had that one back. Smith with it, hands it off. That is to Owens. Owens will try to drive the lane. Runner up off the glass too hard. Rebound down to Shaw. To Palmer, who wants to push into the front court. Palmer down low, throws it behind the man, and a turnover.
11th turnover on the Sockies, and kind of thought maybe there'd be a move there. Not time yet.
3:58 to play, 37-36 the lead for Canton. Guthrie guards the inbounds. Inbounds comes in to Owens, who will bring it up. Palmer guarding him. Trying to get a double team on him. Bounces it off to Brandt. Brandt on the sideline. Gets free for a moment. Now throws it over the top to Owens. 3:40 remaining. 37-36. Canton on top of Pittsfield. Owens with the basketball off of the screen. Look for the screen and roll. Wasn't open. Clears it out front to Myers. Myers we've not seen play in a while. He works away from a double team and throws it away. Over through Brandt. Socky is aggressive on the defensive side and forced the man to throw it away.
8 turnovers, 2 in the last about 30 seconds.
3:28 remaining. 37-36. Little Giants on top.
Don't return the favor. Let's get a good shot off.
Palmer with it into the front court for the Sockies. Looking free throw line. Guthrie. Backdoor Priest. Reverse layup is good, and it's 38-37 Pittsfield.
4th lead change.
3:13 remaining. With the basketball, into the front court comes Miller. Miller will work right side. All the way around it goes to Owens. Left side, Myers on the dribble for the Little Giants. 38-37 Pittsfield, 3 minutes left in this one. Fans are on the edge of their seats right now. Owens gets the basketball.
At home.
To Miller between the circles. Saki's in a man right now, 2:45 remaining. They've stuck with these 5 for a little longer than normal as far as today's standards go. Here's the shot, but up no good. Rebound down to Guthrie. Stomps the man underneath of him because he's down and hurt. They will not stop the flow here. Thomas with it, down to Shaw. Saki's have a man advantage. And the Guthrie layup up is good, and now they will stop play. So Saki's had the ball, and you can't stop it at that point. 2:29 remaining, leading 40-37. And it's an official's timeout as down and hurt on the floor is Caleb Owens.
Saki's biggest lead of the ball game, this 3-point lead, I do believe, right now. 40-37. Owens down on the court. Owens in the game has got 8 points, made a 3 early in the ball game. Guthrie with 10 now. He and Shaw both in double figures with 10. And Guthrie has 9 boards to go with that on the defensive side and 1 on the offensive side. 2:29 left in the ball game. Saki's lead at 40-37. So the timeout is administered here to Canton. I'm not sure how many timeouts they have left. They've called quite a few, I do believe. Possession arrow goes away to the Sakis. It'll be Canton basketball. But a nice give once again by Shaw finding Guthrie. And those two have been working much better together. And we'll see what the rotation is right now. The Sakis will continue with those 5 guys in Priest, Guthrie, Shaw, Palmer, and Thomas. You just see a lot more activity on the bench, too. Everybody really paying attention to what's going on in the game and trying to figure out where their seat's at also.
This is a full group effort right now, though. You see.
Yeah, they just look like they're having more fun. They got a smile on their face.
Length of the court to go for the Little Giants. Inbounds pass comes in the backcourt. This is Emery into the game. As Passmore is on the bench, as is Owens, who just twisted an ankle. Right side with the basketball is Myers.
That's a hard pass right
Ball
there.
is tipped away and a foul called against Jonathan Thomas. Not a bad foul for the Sakis, just their 4th.
Yep, and quite honestly, you want to make sure you're not sitting there at 4 fouls just in case you fall behind the last couple of minutes. But 2:12 left, a stop here and a 3-point lead. You could build on that biggest lead of the ball game.
Passmore's back in. He went and saw the faith healer after hurting his ankle a moment ago. Right before Owens hurt his. Got to be close to 5.
Yeah.
Here's a ball. Gets to Brandt. Down low to Smith. Turnaround shot is no good, but a foul called on Shaw.
Shaw's going to pick up the foul and showing a little emotion. That's all right. His 2nd, team 5th shooting foul. 5 of 17 is Canton. And is this Smith at the free throw line?
This is Jake Smith, the 6'3"
He's
junior.
made 1 in a row after missing 3. He'll shoot a pair. First one is up and no good, and he might be your guy.
What are they as a team?
They are 5 of 18.
They've got a lot of guys. Let's just put it that way.
So far today. Second one up is way short, and the rebound comes off to Priest.
To Palmer. 1:55 remaining, a 3-point lead and the basketball for the Sakis on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
They throw it in, I'd foul Smith on the next possession.
Palmer gets it out top to Thomas. The Sakis look to burn a little clock here. Guthrie slapping the man's hand away from him, guarding him. Out top with it is Priest. Got to be strong with the ball here for the Sakis. To Palmer and a dangerous pass out front.
Yeah, don't hit him in the ankles with it.
Palmer on a nice catch. He's still on the dribble.
What about the reach?
Dribbles towards Brad Tomave. Says, what'd you say, Coach? Back into the lane and back out to Shaw. Shaw says, get it out of my hands. Hands it to Palmer. 1:20 to play. Double team comes his way and a foul called on Passmore.
Passmore is going to pick up the foul. That will be the 7th team foul against Canton. Free throws for Palmer, and that's probably the guy you want at the free throw line. Saki's just 4 of 9 from there.
It's really good comparatively.
Yeah, compared to 5 of 19. 40-37, 1:18 left. Saki's burned about 45 seconds. Palmer takes the deep breath. 1 dribble, puts it up, and no good. And the rebound comes off to Thomas.
Thomas. Off to Palmer. Brad Thomas says easy. And then Palmer threw it out of bounds.
To nobody. 12th turnover, and I mean there was nobody there. He threw that same pass yesterday, and there was nobody there.
I don't know that one's on Palmer.
I think people Thomas, in the wrong position.
I think Thomas, who gets a lot of credit. Worked really hard for that offensive rebound. And so, you say it's a possession maybe they didn't even really deserve to have, although he hustled after he got the extra one. You'd like to burn a little more clock there instead of throwing it to the bench.
1:12 left in the ball game. A 40-37 lead for the Sockies. It'll be Canton basketball, and they can hit the three. They've hit 6 of them out of 15 today. Sockies are 2 of 15 from 3. And honestly, have shot about 4 air balls today. They're better than that shooting threes. You just got to get your feet underneath of you. But right now, there's just a lot of game left. Possession arrow is the way of the Sockies, as it has been since the beginning of the quarter. Sockies with 5 team fouls, so they've got 1 to give. Canton with 7, a 1-and-1 for the Sockies since then. Our good buddies from the Canton radio station working their tails off down there, too. They haven't been as busy as they usually are. Usually got about 4 teams they're covering. Hopefully they're working more games today. I hate to see them rest,
Leon Gruber, the Hall of Famer, and Bob Wagner, the guy he drags along with him, right?
Bob's the hospitality room guy, but with a couple of really good friends. We appreciate them.
Ball to bounce to Canton on the sideline. Passmore will be the man to inbound. 1:12 remaining in this one. 40-37 the advantage for the Sockies. Inbounds pass comes into Miller. Now to Caleb Miller. That's from Luke. Caleb Miller with the ball on the dribble against Palmer. Looking for a screen. Now he's still dribbling. Drives the lane. Forces one up. Shot is in and out and back in good. And 40-39 with 54 seconds remaining. Palmer with the basketball. He and Priest look to bring it up. Sockies got to get in a little bit of a hurry here to get it across. Got it in with 55 and get it across with 47. Palmer to Shaw. Shaw going to drive in. Down to Priest. Priest says, okay, let's back it out.
Hot potato.
Holy cow. 38 seconds to play. Brad Tomei might need a timeout here. And now
What
the ball
about the foul there?
Now the ball knocked loose, and somebody's going to get their face ripped off if they don't start calling a foul there. Here's Tomei back in.
That was terrible.
He will replace
Passmore just clobbered Thomas that time.
Yeah, right across the face. 33.5 seconds to play. 40-39 the advantage for the Sockies. Inbounds will
Don't throw it there.
Come into Guthrie. Guthrie with the ball to Tomhave. Down low, Shaw in the lane. Lost it down low, and a foul called. Okay, thank you.
I think on Luke Miller. I thought maybe the Sockies got a timeout there, but Luke Miller, I believe, number 15 is going to be called. Yep.
1-and-1 here.
Yep, 1-on-1 situation, and that goes to Shaw. 4 of 10 are the Sockies. Thomas wants to check in, and he will, as he'll set Tomhave down.
Big free throws here for Shaw.
Yeah, 40-39, and Isaac Shaw on the day, 0 for 2 from there. First one is up, and it's good. Attaboy. Good job, Isaac. He's got 12 on the day. 6 of 10 for the Sockies now. 41-39, and this is a big one, too. Nice job by Shaw again. He makes them both. He's got 13.
Steady as they go. 26.4 seconds to play. 42-39 Sockies. They've got a foul to give here, by the way. Miller with the ball in the backcourt.
Where's Smith?
Miller with the ball and a timeout whistle for Canton. Hunter Rhodes looked at Caleb Miller and says, let's go. Get the ball across.
I'm sorry. You're up by 3. Smith's having trouble. You still got a foul to give, but you could foul and put him on the line 1-and-1. That poor kid's got no confidence right now.
Yeah, you got to make sure it's not an intentional foul, though.
That's true.
And you've seen stranger things called
here
in this and other tournaments. Yeah. Tomhave will check in during the dead ball.
Every time I look at that Leatherneck on the half-court line, I think of Brad Hamilton against Macomb and the foul that was called there.
Tell you what, though, we do want to appreciate Seth Wickert, the kid who we fouled there, allegedly, who is the director of game day operations now here for WIU, helping us out with the Wi-Fi.
That's why we've got Wi-Fi. Thank you, Seth. Glad you're not shooting threes against us anymore. Boy, we've had some battles with Macomb in sectionals and here both. It's what makes it fun.
You know, I want to say something real quick because we've got about 30 seconds left in this timeout. To all the people who want to question things, Brad Tomhave, Jeremy Anderson, Kent Jones, these are guys who didn't just forget how to coach, okay? Sometimes you have
Brad Hatfield for many years.
Yeah, sometimes you have high levels of talent, and sometimes it's years you have to work a little harder to gain those wins. But these guys know how to coach basketball.
I think it's interesting because people say, well, you need to work on fundamentals. I got an idea, Dad and Mom, kids.
Put down the Fortnite and get a basketball.
Go out there and play on the gravel, as the Hamilton family likes to say.
We're underway with 19 seconds to play. 42-39 Sockies. Miller with the basketball toward the right wing. They're looking for Brandt, top of the key. 3 over the top of Guthrie is short. Rebound down, comes to Passmore right side 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Guthrie's got it for the Sockies. and he's hammered with 4.1 seconds left, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot the 1 and 1.
Will Guthrie just got his double-double. He'll go to the free throw line. Will's a good guy to have there. 6 of 11 are the Sockies. They'll shoot the 1 and bonus. 4.1 seconds left, 42-39. You can seal the deal if you can make the free throw here, because they'd still have a chance for a three-pointer if you don't. Sockies go with a little bit different look down there on the offensive rebounding board. Guthrie puts it up and makes the free throw. That'll away Will. Will's got 11 on the day with 10 boards. Makes it a 4-point game, 43-39. And another one to be just perfect here. It's a little short, and that's okay. Ball's loose.
And a timeout by Canton with 3.4 seconds left. Length of the court to go. 43-39. Sockies have the advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen, Chris Nichols and his staff, they're absolutely doing an outstanding job for you. They can help you with commercial, residential, construction, trash pickup needs. Give them a call, 217-320-4320. That's 320-4320 for Trash Queen, serving the entire area.
Tell them you heard it on the Central Illinois Sports thing and you'd like to sign up with him. He'll give you a little special. He'll say, hey, you can come over to my house and watch the ball games with me if you want.
Length of the court to go for Canton. Down by 4 with 3.4 seconds left.
Tell you what, you got to like what the Sockies have done here. They've done something completely different. Will Guthrie, the big long arm guy, is going to be in front of the guy throwing it in.
Ball in the hands of Miller. He'll throw it length of the court. Free throw line's tipped. Stolen away. Shaw has it, and the Sockies survive and advance on the consolation side of the bracket. And Brad Tomave, happy birthday, Coach. You had to work hard with your squad to get that one, but a 43-39 win. You take a win any way you can get it. The Sockies improve to 5-7 on the season. Canton drops to 1-8. And we take you to the postgame show where we'll have final stats and we'll visit with the birthday boy, Brad Tomei. That all comes your way after this timeout on Central Illinois Sports.
At Country Financial, we know everyone's situation is unique, and we believe that even the biggest goals start with simple steps. So when it comes to protecting the things you love and planning for the future, don't get overwhelmed. Get started today with John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent in Camp Point, Illinois. That's John Hibbert, your Country Financial agent. Call 217-593-6819. John Hibbert, Country Financial, 217-593-6819. When you or your family are feeling under the weather, you can count on Illini Express in Pittsfield. Illini Express is a walk-in clinic located on the south side of the Pittsfield Square and is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. $75 is the charge and can be billed to your insurance. Children must be at least 18 months old. Illini Express opens 7 to 7 Monday through Saturday and on major holidays 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Illini Express, a partner of Illini Community Hospital in Pittsfield. In farming, there are many important decisions that must be made in order to get the most profitability out of your investment. No decision is more important than selecting the best seed for your fields. Jansen Seed and Service in Golden is the place to go for all your channel seed needs. Doug Jansen has over 30 years experience as an independent seed dealer. Giving him the knowledge to select the right seed for your field, contact Jansen Seed and Services today, 217-696-4658 or 430-2865.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports. Final in this contest, a 43-29 win for the Sockies over Canton. It was a back-and-forth battle throughout the late morning here. After a quarter, Canton led 9-5. The Sockies used a 13-10 second quarter to cut it to 1 at the half. They trailed by 2 after 3 quarters, 33-31, finishing the quarter on a 7-0 run, and took the lead 43-39 for good in this one, outscoring the Little Giants 12-6. In the final quarter. Sockies with 12 turnovers on the day, 10 for Canton. There were 4 lead changes, 3 ties, 14, 16, and 33. Canton led by as many as 9 in the contest before the Sockies went on a 9-0 run to tie it back up. And Pittsfield had a lead by as many as 4 on the day, which is the margin that they win this game by.
Sockies had a rebounding edge of 40-27, 11 offensive rebounds, 29 defensive. They've got Guthrie for 14 boards. I had him for 10, so whatever, but that's okay. Will with 14 boards on the day, they say. And the Sockies 17-46. That is a total of 37%, shot 15% from 3, 2 of 13, and they were 7 of 14 from the free throw line, 50%. On the other side, Canton, you'll see some problems here. 14 of 44, 31.8%. 6 of 21 from the free throw line, 28.6%. They were 5 of 19 from the free throw line, 26% from the charity stripe. Sockies were led by Isaac Shaw with 13 points. Guthrie on the day had 10. Well, they say 11. That is right, 11. He made that last free throw. 1 for Noah Petty, 3 for Jack Palmer, 2 for Griffin Van Winkle, 5 for Jonathan Thomas. He made a big 3. 2 for Cooper Priest on the day. And K. Tomhave had a 3 early in the contest. On the other side, Smith had 3 points, but he was 1 for 6 from the free throw line. 2 points for T.J. Myers, 2 for Doug Cannon, 11 for Garrett Brandt, 5 points for Passmore, 8 for Caleb Owens, and 8 for Caleb Miller. Sockies hold on to win this one by a 43-39 count.
A timeout here. We'll visit with Socky head coach Brad Tomei following this.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the area. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters, first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and communities? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today. Press Yours on You is celebrating 13 years as your source for school spirit wear. They can personalize varsity jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, duffel bags, flags, and more. Show your school pride with a bumper sticker or window decal from Press Yours on You. Visit their online store at www.pressyoursonyou.com or visit them on Facebook. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Call 593-6031. Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com.
We welcome you back to WIU and the Sockies with the victory today over Canton, and we're visiting with Coach Brad Tomei here after the Sockies win. And Coach, first of all, we wish you a happy birthday. And you know, I joked with you before the contest. Your wife shared a picture of the boys. They were a little younger. You looked a little younger, and now I realize why you look a little older. Games like this will age you a bit.
Yeah, just a few years. And heck, that picture was just taken last year. It's always getting the boys getting themselves a win today is first and foremost on the priority list of a birthday day, I guess. But I told them it wasn't the win that I appreciated the most. It's how they executed that last defensive possession when they switched out and did it just how we want to do it on a window screen back to the top for the threes. And you know, we can talk about it all we want, but they still have to go out and execute it. And so that was nice to see. They executed that defensive segment, and they executed at the end for the most part, and got some finishes. Our bigs made some baskets in the paint in the second half, and I thought we got good shots all day, especially in the first half. They just didn't fall. So you keep giving yourselves opportunity, and that's what I keep preaching to them, is give yourselves opportunities. to get shots at the basket, especially in places where we want to get the shots from and how we want to get them off the offense, then, eventually they're going to go in. 37%, we'd like to see it at a little better clip than 37%, but, we limited our turnovers, only 13. So that gave us, 6 off our average, I believe, where we gave ourselves opportunities to score the ball instead of just giving the other team another opportunity to score. So, happy for them. Still long ways to go, but we talked before the game. This was a postseason type situation where you lose and you go home. So they rose to the challenge, and we got another one of those at 9 o'clock on Saturday. Be nice to get a day off tomorrow and be able to work on some things since we weren't able to. We had a little longer stretch there around Christmas than what we wanted. So it'd be good to get in tomorrow and work on some things and then get back over here early Saturday, and hopefully we got 2 more in us.
Canton falls to 1-8 on this season, but if you look at some of the people they've played, you'd figure it out pretty quickly that they're not playing a bunch of little teeny schools that aren't very good. So that's a team that can really shoot it. They were 4 of 9 from 3 in the first half. In the second half, you limit them to 2 of 12. And you also, as we talked about, found the right guys to put at the free throw line. And so really defensively, probably one of the better overall efforts for your squad here today.
Yeah, and I really want to commend our guys for being able to adjust with the different looks, the different lineups that we were throwing out there to keep our legs fresh and the different looks that we were giving them, switching up some things. Our kids really adjusted on the fly and recognized for the most part where the shooters were at. There are a couple things that we didn't do so well that we can get better at. And I thought our effort was a little better today than it was yesterday. Still got to pull some of the juices out of some of the youngsters down there to have them understand that it's okay to play as hard as you possibly can. And we're starting to tick that direction. Just kind of got to have some a little extra love taps from now and then on some of them, and it's in all of them. I've never complained about their attitudes, and they're fun to be around. So hopefully we have good effort tomorrow in practice, and then come over here and have another good effort on Saturday.
A couple of things that stood out to me today. One, Noah Petty didn't have the best game offensively, got some good looks, but Noah played with a little more physicality down there, and there were a couple times, quite honestly, that when things got a little rough, Noah said, that's okay, I can play that game too, and you like to see the fire out of that young man. We joked yesterday, Coach Wassell's brother made the comment, if you look at that Petty kid, man, it looks like he should dominate. That's a big man down there.
Yeah, he is a large individual, that's for sure, and strong. And Noah likes to compete. Noah kind of brings that element to us, where if we're not being as physical as we need to be, you got Noah. And there's the more comfortable Noah gets, the more minutes Noah gets, obviously the more comfortable he's going to be. His window of growth is wide open, and he's a key contributor to what we want to do, and with our rotations, and we're able to rest our bigs a little more. And Noah's got it in him. He missed some shots I know he'd like to have back, but we're working on it. We're working on it with him and getting him. He's getting touches where he needs. Now he understands the shots he needs to be maybe taken before and after practice.
Good to have Will Guthrie back today. 14 rebounds, I do believe, 11 points. Good to see him back healthy on the court. But the impressive stat that I saw today was the rebounding edge that you had, I think 40 to 27. And Canton wasn't not quite as big as they have been in the past, but still putting out some pretty good-sized guys up there. And you had the guys who were just hustling after the ball, and it looked like your team just really wanted the ball more, especially on one-and-done opportunities for the other squad. Jonathan Thomas pulled down 6 rebounds, and you like to see hustle like that out of guys who aren't traditionally going to lead you in rebounding.
Yeah, and that was one of the things we talked about in the locker room of stat numbers that we have to flip-flop, turnovers and assists and rebounds, and those are always the ones that we want to make sure we have the advantage in, and that was a challenge in there today. I threw another challenge at him, who can get the most offensive boards, but it looks like nobody really took that challenge to heart. But yeah, good to see Will. It was good to have Will back. It's we definitely missed him yesterday. I mean, not saying that we win that game, but it's a different look when you take 12 points a game and 10, 11 boards a game out of the mix, and it definitely hurt us. But we're glad he's feeling better today and back, because he gave us some good minutes. As did all of, I thought, not Josh Klatt, that should be Carter Klatt. It says Josh there.
Shaved the beard, evidently.
Yeah. Josh has got some minutes left in him, I guess, but it's Carter. I thought Carter and Peyton, really for never playing any varsity minutes at all, we kind of threw him to the wolves there and said, let's see what you got. And I thought for the most part they did okay. Now it's just learning to play that at that speed all the time. I thought Carter made a great athletic play on a steal and a pitch back there late in the game, and that's when you have feel and that athleticism. Now it's just getting him comfortable. So, but all the guys I thought gave good minutes.
You get the day off tomorrow, as we talked about, 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Not the most ideal time to play basketball, but hey, you're playing basketball, and you get to play an Abington team. They played in the championship game of this tournament last year, and they returned some pretty key players to that team. And anytime you play Abington, Kent Jones does a tremendous job coaching them. They're always going to be very, very well prepared, and they're going to play physically.
Yeah, they are, and they're going to come out and get in your shorts and guard, and they've got a couple nice bigs, one that steps out, and a lefty that can shoot it, and we're going to have to be on our game again Saturday. But like I said, it'll be good to get back in the gym tomorrow with some practice gear on and revisit some of the things that we need to do better.
Well, Coach, again, happy birthday to you. We're going to spend the rest of the day here. You can get on the yellow bus and ride home, and hopefully spend some time with your family today.
I tell you, just go to B-Dubs and get my free birthday wings. It's on me, Charlie.
Tim says he'll buy them for you. All right, Coach Tomei, as always, thanks for the time.
All right, thanks, guys.
That is Saukee head coach Brad Tomei. Pittsfield wins this one over Canton, and again, they will play against Abington on Saturday, 9 o'clock in the morning over at Brophy Hall. We'll have the broadcast for you here on Central Illinois Sports. That's going to do it for just a little while here. Liberty and Lewiston, our next broadcast that comes up at 2:30 with the pregame show around 2:20. Until then, for Jack Hall, I'm Charlie Hall. Thank you for tuning in. Another Central Illinois Sports presentation.